Hey, what's happening, Baltimore Ravens fans? Welcome back to the Bald Perspective. On your way in the door, tap the like button, hit subscribe if you never subscribed, and hit that notification bell so you get updates when we upload new content. Let's talk. So, the Baltimore Ravens have been announced to have one of, let's say, the more easier schedules this upcoming season. And there's a level of excitement about what the Baltimore Ravens can attain as it pertains to goals, division, playoffs, playoff success, possibly Super Bowl. And I absolutely believe that they could possibly attain all of those things. But I don't want to get too far ahead of myself and just lean into the idea that just because the Baltimore Ravens have an easier schedule, that leans automatically into success. I think the Baltimore Ravens, because we have something new brewing in Baltimore, new head coach, new OC, new DC, new positional coaches, new players, talented rookies, tough, aggressive, a rookie class from 2025 that has to step up and step out, a rookie class from 2024 that needs to step up and step out. And that's what I think has me pausing at the idea that just because the Baltimore Ravens have an easier schedule, that automatically means success. Let's understand the Baltimore Ravens schedule will come out in a couple of weeks where we will see home games specific and away games specific. But we absolutely know already who we're facing off against. We're going to face off against the AFC North, Buffalo from the East. I believe it's Denver. No, no, no. The Chargers from the West, all of the AFC South, and the NFC South. I'm pretty sure I'm missing somebody somewhere, but those are our competitors for the 2026 season. And when we really look at it, take a step back, zoom out, and look at the schedule, it's easy based upon last year's schedule, who made the playoffs, all those kind of things. But when we really zoom in, there are some teams that got better. There are some teams that are just going to get healthy, which will make them better. And so I think that the Baltimore Ravens are going to have to bring it every single game. You see, because we don't have any evidence that we're good, not yet. And we won't have any evidence that we're good until we see what the first game looks like, how we play, how the offense looks, how the defense looks, who steps up, and who balls out. So, who could be kind of a mystery for the Baltimore Ravens this upcoming season? Well, we know that the Bengals are going to be better. I don't know how good they'll be, but I believe they'll be good, especially since they took some time to try and build out a defense because you know they're going to have the offense already intact. When you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, with the moves they made this offseason, minus a quarterback, they're going to be better, who were last year's division winners. When you go up north, the Buffalo Bills got better with some of the moves they made, specifically adding a DJ Moore to their roster. And I guess they had an okay draft. I'm not 100% sure who they drafted. I haven't really taken a peek. I'll do that over the summer when there's nothing to talk about for sure. When you look at, let's look at the South, where you know that the Houston Texans bring the best defense from last season. The Indianapolis Colts were on a playoff trajectory until their starting quarterback got hurt. He's going to be back, possibly healthy. And they had a decent draft. And they did a few things in free agency. So we'll have to see. I think that when you look at the rest of that division specifically, Jacksonville, they didn't step off no cliff this offseason. They actually retained most of their roster. So when you just look at some of our AFC competitors, I don't hear too much ease. Even when you go out west and look at the Chargers are going to bring back both of their tackles, which they lost last season. They're going to be better than what they were last year. When you jump out to the NFC South, a lot of question marks over there, but I think the Carolina Panthers will be better than what they were last year. I think that Atlanta will be better than what they were last year, especially if they can get some quarterback play. Now, when I say better, I'm not saying they're going to be good. Let's be very, very clear about that. I'm just saying, based on the rating of the week schedule, WEAK, we can't just pass off who's on the schedule because we understand that any given Sunday. So when I look at the Baltimore Ravens competition list, I think there are going to be some games that we pass off as victories that we're going to have to fight all the way to the very end. And like I mentioned, that starts in the division and then it spills over into the rest of the AFC and then our NFC competition. You see, when I look at the Baltimore Ravens, we first have to make sure that we're buttoned up. I'm pretty excited about Jesse Mentor being the new head coach, new culture. I can absolutely see what he's doing as he builds a roster. I can see the mentality he's trying to bring, specifically on the defense side of the ball. So those are all things to get the Baltimore Ravens fan base excited, right? Get ready for this year's competition. But I don't want to just close my eyes and just overlook because we've done that before. We've done the thing where we were expected to win and then we didn't. We've done the thing where we were dominant over good teams and we still didn't win. And so I want to have reasonable expectations this upcoming season. And my reasonable expectations as of right now is that the Baltimore Ravens win a minimum of 11 games. Minimum. And if we can win a minimum of 11 games, that puts us in position to one, compete for our division, make the playoffs, and then do some damage in those playoffs. You guys let me know specifically who you guys think may be deemed as a pushover in 2026 and who may give us some headaches. And until the next video, I'm out.